Hey everyone, it's Jenny Garcia from earthyscrap.blogspot.com and Earthyscrap on Facebook. And in this video, I will be doing my third project for the Citrus Twist design team. And I am showing what I have left. I made already 2 projects using the October kit, and I'm really planning to use up whatever I have left. And they have all been doubles, so this is a good video to watch if you're wondering, if I get this kit, how many pages can I get done. And this is what I have after 2 double-sided projects. And keep in mind that I over embellish, like you may have an idea if you watch my video. If you don't, make sure you watch my older videos to see how many things I use. And that is the die cut pack, and what I have left of the die cuts is whatever I had in the little box. And for sure I know that the cards from this kit are going in this third last double project, but of course the kit also comes with these 6x6 papers. Sometimes the papers are 6x8, but the kit always comes with extra paper and the journaling cards. And this is how it looks after I cut down the extra papers that came in the Pocket Life kit. And these are tags for my daughter's backpack and for my other daughter's lunchbox, and I wanted to keep them, but I didn't want to glue them down, especially the one with the emoji, because on the bag it said something else. And I like to keep tags because, you know, packaging changes over time, so it's a cool thing to see. And this is a photo of Irma on the way to Puerto Rico. You can't see Puerto Rico there because it's in the dark part, but it's there. And one of the phrase words said complete rubbish, and that's the one I use for this picture. And I use my card from the Pocket Life kits to, you know, frame that photo. I'm using the stamps that come in the Pocket Life kit, and I use Tazon. I think it's the best one to use on photos. Brilliance is also good if you want white. They dry really fast. And I just stamp on my tea drinks. And I love these stamps. They're small, so you can keep them on your desk and use them more often. And they're really, the words they use, like day, AM, PM, I don't know, they're very versatile. They're things that you can use over and over. And this is just a filler card I'm making with some die cuts and one of the pocket cards. And this one's really thin, so I'm using the Tombow Mono Aqua Liquid Glue, and for paper I'm using the Tombow Mono Adhesive Permanent Plus. And I love these little enamel shapes. They are from Glitter Girl from Shimel, and you can get them in the sprinkles kit. I believe there's still a few of the sprinkle kits in the shop, so you may want to get those. And for my title card, I wanted to stamp week, and I'm gonna use these all new stamps because they also come with numbers, which is really handy. And I'm using a C for the second E, but that's just while I measure how wide that letter is, so I can leave a space. Then I take it off. It's the same size as the E, so that helps a lot. And I'm sorry, my head is gonna get on the weight a lot. And I love these little labels. The embellishment pack also comes with a bunch of labels, which is good if you want to stamp the dates or if you want to write some journaling. And that arrow, I took one of the 6x6 papers and made a bunch of die cuts. I like to use, especially the ones with very little patterns that are kind of busy. I really like it. And since the 6x6 pattern paper, it's a very smaller to a, I'm sorry, it's a smaller scale, so it's easier to capture those details in those smaller die cuts than using 12x12 paper. And that speech bubble is from one of the 6x6 papers. It comes with a bunch of those, and I cut a few out. They're very pretty. They also have a bunch of lettering in them too. And I was so determined to use those stickers, the ones from Turn the Page. So stop right now and let me know in the comments if you think that I'm gonna use them all, I'm gonna be close, or that's gonna be the last one I use and I'm gonna forget about them until the end of the video. And that's how the title card looks. I love making title cards, but I can make them. Some people do them in advance. They do like a whole year worth of the title card, and I can't do that because I need to do everything. I can't work ahead unless I have the photos, because the photos are my main inspiration. Because I get products from a few companies. I get from Pretty Little Studio, from Citrus Twist, from, you know, whoever Tumbo is working with, Freckle Fawn, and I just print my photos and I slip them all in the pockets. And when I get my products, then I go to my photos and say, okay, which spread I can use with these products, and that's how I decide. That's why you see some of 2017 in September, and you know, I'm gonna be sharing one soon for Halloween that is from 2016, because if I work week by week I get really stuck. Okay, and this is just a card to document my daughter's first day of school ever, and I actually wrote first day of preschool with my typewriter, and I used an Ellie Studio stamp to write the date, and I'm just adding a bunch of embellishments. You see, all the hearts that you see are made with Freckle Fawn die using 6x6 paper pads. And I did that because I like basic shapes like, you know, circles and hearts to add to my project life, because I didn't need to do them. The embellishment kits come with so many embellishments, and many of them are exclusive that I need my basic shapes. And I love those little stars from Bella Boulevard. I'm really surprised that they lived. I thought I was gonna use them real fast, but. And this is a stamp set from Latina Crafter. I got it a year ago, and it's one of my favorite. I love this font. And I wrote Ole because my daughter stole her sister's shoes and skirt, and she looked like a flamenco dancer. And I stamped twice, and luckily it looked good, because whenever I try to do that, it turns into a hot mess. And I'm using those photo corners to hold this card. I didn't want it to glue it down because it had info in every side, and I want people in the future to be able to, you know what, pull out the cards out and see if they can look at the alt tags, you know, look at papers. I also do this with the little booklets that comes, you know, with Shopkins or whatever tiny toy your kid is torturing with, because once they're gonna look back and say, hey, My Little Pony's back again for the 4th time. This is just a filler card, and I love these cutouts. I don't know why I didn't use them more. It's just a lot of stuff. And actually, like, what I wanted to show with this video is, like I said at the beginning, is that if you buy this kit, I believe that if you're an oven embellisher like me, I can make 2 double-sided Project Life pages with what I have left of my kit, like, is easily. So you're gonna get a lot for the kit. It's It's awesome. And they also have a bunch of exclusive things that you can't just go buy at Michael's or at any other store, like those stamps and those foil alphas and the die cuts too, and the cards. And spoiler alert, the November Pocket Life kit, I believe everything, if not almost everything, like 98% of the kit, it's Citrus Twist exclusive. So you may want to get in line for that one, because the October kit like sold out in, I think, less than 2 weeks. Sold out really fast. And I wanted to fill that space, but I didn't want to add any embellishment per se, so I just stamped the date over and over, and that is the first day of my daughter's 3rd grade. That's what I use. The 3rd time is the charm die cut. And I realized that I messed up the dates and the title card. If you caught it, good job you. I realized that when I stamped the date on my daughter's card and said, wait a second, how come this is September and that says August, it is said. So I took the Tombow Mono Sand eraser and I erased the month out. I'm gonna erase it with that, and then I'm gonna go back and just put ink on September, and I'm gonna turn the other they're not buttons, they're not keys, the other numbers, I just turn them to the to one that doesn't have any ink at all, so it wouldn't transfer. And to journal on this card, I'm gonna use the Tombow Mono Twin dual tip, no, actually the Tombow Twin Tones dual tip markers. That is a mouthful, but they're awesome to journal. They have a fine tip and they come in a bunch of colors. That's really cool. And I just wanted to add a little something. I've been trying to add my handwriting in my cards more, and I think these markers are gonna help a lot. And this is the journaling I wrote. Normally I use numbers, but I ran out of numbers, so I use letters, and I like it. It looks the same, but I don't know, I'm so used to numbers that I was like, this is weird. And that tiny die cut is from Waffle Flower. This is a filler card. It's gonna go next to a picture of my daughters holding hands and walking down the street. And I really like how this filler card turned out. Maybe one of my favorites in this spread. And I saw Adele, stapling the sticker sheet onto the card, where I was like, oh my god, that's genius. But that doesn't work for me, because I like to put the paper on top like I just did with the glitter enamel dots. And I was like, that's a good idea, but it doesn't work for me. So if you don't overthink things like me, then that might be for you. This is how the whole thing looks. After showing the pages, I'll be showing what I have left of the kit after 3 double-sided, very over-embellished pages. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, make sure you subscribe. If you want to follow me on social media, I am JennieGarciaN on Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, and Periscope. I'm Earthy Scrap on Facebook, and my blog is earthyscrap.blogspot.com. Make sure you join the Citrus Twist Fanatics group. I'm gonna have the link below. Make sure you get your November kit. Don't be left out. It's really awesome. And they also have the holiday kits out. And please don't buy one until I buy one, so I can buy one. Because then I always wait until the last minute, and that's how I end up without supplies. I don't need more, but you know how it goes. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day. Let me know what you think of showing what I have left of the kit on my third video. Planning to do this every month if you agree with it. So let me know. Have an awesome day. Bye.